I need you to stop what you are doing. Put down your phone for a moment, not the video. Keep watching. But whatever else is in your hand, whatever tab is open in your mind, put it down. Because what I am about to tell you took me 89 years to understand. And I am terrified that by the time you understand it too, it will be too late, just like it was for me. My name is Margaret Louise Calloway. I was born in 1935, in a small house in rural Georgia, the eldest of 4 children. I have buried a husband, 2 brothers, a sister, and my oldest son. I know what loss looks like. I know what it smells like. I know the exact sound a house makes when someone who used to live in it is never coming back. And I am telling you, with every single year I have left in this body, you are losing people right now. Today, this very moment, and you cannot feel it happening. That is the most dangerous kind of losing. My husband's name was Clarence. We met in 1954 at a church social in Savannah. He was 22, I was 19. He had the most ridiculous laugh I had ever heard in my life. Too loud, too long, too everything. I fell in love with that laugh before I fell in love with him. We married in 1956, had 3 children, built a small life in Georgia that was ours completely. Clarence worked at a printing company for 38 years. I taught 2nd grade for 31 years. We were not rich. We were not remarkable. We were just 2 people who showed up for each other every single ordinary day for 44 years. And then one Tuesday morning in the year 2000, Clarence did not wake up. Heart attack in his sleep. The doctor said he felt nothing. He was simply here. And then he was not. I lay in that bed beside him for a long time before I called anyone, because I knew the moment I picked up that phone, the world would start moving again, and I was not ready for the world to move again. I wanted one more minute, just one more ordinary minute, with the man who laughed too loud and left his coffee cup on the wrong side of the sink, and called me Maggie, even though I told him 1,000 times my name was Margaret. One more minute. I would have given everything I owned for one more ordinary minute. Here is what I learned in the years after Clarence died. The minutes I had been asking for. I had been given millions of them. Millions of ordinary minutes with that man. Tuesday evenings watching television. Saturday mornings at the grocery store. Sunday afternoons on the back porch saying nothing at all. Millions of minutes. And I had spent most of them somewhere else in my mind. Thinking about school the next day, thinking about the bills, thinking about what I needed to do and where I needed to be, and everything except the man sitting right next to me. I want to ask you something. When did you last look, really look, at the face of someone you love? Not a glance, not a quick smile as you pass in the hallway. I mean really look. At the lines around their eyes, at the way they hold their coffee cup, at the specific way they laugh, at something they find funny. When did you last memorize someone? Because I promise you, the day will come when you would empty your entire bank account just to remember exactly what their laugh sounded like. And by then it will be too late to look. My son James was 47 years old when he died of a stroke. He lived 4 hours away. We spoke on the phone every Sunday, without fail, every Sunday morning, 10 o'clock. But in the last year of his life, those Sunday calls had gotten shorter, not because we loved each other less, just because life gets busy, you run out of new things to say, you assume there will be more Sundays. There were not more Sundays. The last call we had was 11 minutes long. 11 minutes. I have replayed those 11 minutes in my mind more times than I can count, looking for something I missed, something I should have said, something I should have asked. And all I found was that I had been in a hurry to hang up. I had somewhere to be. I cannot tell you what it was now. I cannot remember where I was going. But I remember hanging up that phone. And I remember thinking, I will call him Tuesday. We will have a longer talk Tuesday. There was no Tuesday. I am not telling you this to make you sad. I am telling you this because right now, today, you still have time. You still have the Tuesdays. You still have the Sunday phone calls. You still have the person who leaves their coffee cup on the wrong side of the sink. You still have ordinary minutes, millions of them still ahead of you. And I am 89 years old, and I am begging you, do not spend them the way I spent mine. Call the person you have been meaning to call. Visit the parent you keep saying you will visit soon. Sit with your children tonight, with no phone in your hand. Just sit with them. Look at their faces. Memorize them. Be there. Fully there. Not half there. Not almost there. There. Because the most expensive thing in this world is not a house. It is not a car. It is not anything you can buy. The most expensive thing in this world is a minute you already spent not paying attention. You cannot buy it back. Not for anything. People ask me how I keep going, after Clarence, after James, after everything. And I tell them the same thing every time. I keep going because of the ones still here. My daughter Patricia calls me every single morning, 7:30 without fail, just to say good morning, just to hear my voice, just to make sure I am still here. Some mornings that phone call is the only reason I put my feet on the floor. She does not know that. I have never told her, but I am telling her now. Patricia, you saved me. Every single morning for 15 years you saved me, and you did it by doing almost nothing, just calling, just showing up, just being consistent. In a world that had become very inconsistent for me, that is all it takes. Not grand gestures, not expensive gifts, not perfect words, just showing up, every ordinary day, just showing up. Margaret Louise Calloway, 89 years old, Savannah, Georgia. She still gets up every morning, she still makes her coffee, she still sits in the chair by the window where Clarence used to sit. And every morning at 7:30, without fail, her phone rings, and it is Patricia, just saying good morning, just making sure she is still here. Margaret wanted me to tell you one final thing. She said, the people in your life right now, the ones who are still breathing, still laughing, still leaving their coffee cups in the wrong place, they are not going to be there forever. Neither are you. So please, stop saving your presents for special occasions. Show up for the ordinary ones, because the ordinary ones are the ones you will miss the most when they are gone. If someone came to your mind while you were watching this, stop reading this. Call them right now. Not after one more video, not in a little while, right now.